Them. How clean can Japan really be? Their gutters. You think that's impressive? America is so clean that we have people living in the gutter. How your mum looks at you after the cashier said there's a discount for couples. You posted this thinking it would be relatable. You're alone on this one, bro. Being kissed while you're asleep is one of the most purest forms of love. Unless you're in prison. Why don't killers hide the bodies in cemeteries? How do you know they don't? This should have more upvotes. Would you survive in real life Skyrim? I'm surviving real life Pakistan. Skyrim sounds easy. Do you have dragons in Pakistan? If you could permanently change the price of something to $1, what would it be? It costs nothing to be nice. Womp womp, now it costs $1. Remember how breathing air was free? You're gonna make air cost money? I'm deaf, legit need subtitles. Hi Def, I'm Dad. Yeah, sweet joke. You heard it before? Being 28. 2019. I'm not ready for a relationship. 18-19. I have 4 kids. 10-19. It was a good life. Thrice I had berries and once a pear. 2024. If I starve from now until 2050, I might buy a house. Might. How it started versus how it's going. And so a truck driver is born. Cancel culture PSA. What up, twin? Just build my dam, bro. Put the sticks in the river. I claim no negative energy, as if Annabelle is going to be scrolling in the comments saying, alright, you good. You kind of called it, and manifested that. Serena Williams crip walked for the culture, then went home to this guy. I was going to say, what's wrong with marrying a Discord mod? But then I looked him up, and he literally founded Reddit. Planes were invented in 1903. Trains were invented in 1804. Babies before 1804. Here comes the plague. I was just trying to switch my iPhone battery. You must take a bite out of the forbidden ravioli. What country is not nearly as bad as the media portrays it to be? Antarctica. The media makes out that it's very cold over there, but the situation is improving. Bro, her room looks good and feels safe. Waking up 12 hours later in her Hello Kitty bathtub and you're missing a kidney. Or she's giving you a Hello Kitty kidney. Hospital in a horror movie versus hospital in my country. What about hospital in my country? Boat, land. No one in this world is satisfied. Wow, that's so deep. You know what's even deeper? There's also the potential for food for whoever is the strongest. I wish I was a cow eating grass in a field. No rent, no job, no college, just moo. Oh, fun and games until 5 reasons why you should never trust artists. That's it. I'm drawing you pregnant. You are in a shelter with the last 5 remaining humans. What would be the worst way to start a conversation? For my defense, I honestly thought these were fake nuclear codes. The creator of Nutella, Francesco Ravella, has died on Valentine's Day at the age of 97. No, I wanted to ask him why the N is black. A 40-year-old Kenyan man claims he is Elon Musk's son, Elon Dusk. Renovating the house, I decided to put this in the wall before it's boarded up so I can give the next person who renovates the house a heart attack. You should put a 1984 hide and seek champion t-shirt on it. Imagine missing a payment on a Tesla and it drives itself back to the dealership. Imagine dead old people in their Teslas just arriving places. That will happen in the near future. Fun fact, Wendigoon's channel used to be called Wend He Goon because he would give out daily prizes to those who would guess which time he gooned that day. How X, Y, and Z felt after leaving the alphabet and joining mathematics. Then you realize D is just A, bricked up. What? Ostriches raised in captivity sometimes become attracted to humans. Imagine being the person who found out this the hard way. My university is burning 20 minutes into New Year. See, 2021 is already getting better. You can stop the trolley at any time, but doing so would disrupt the trolley service, causing the company to lose profits. It would be unfair to those that died to stop it now. Giraffes have 7 cervical vertebrae, just like you humans. What do you mean, you humans? Nothing. I meant we humans. 500k chiropractic mega crack compilation. I tried on my brother and I still miss him. This is such a bad product. You might have temporary control over your tot, but you're just going to make it stronger. What's worse than an uncontrollable baby who has never missed leg day and could kill you with 1 kick? Who is this woman? She isn't doing anything. Should I hit her? Average early 20th century man coming home from the coal mine to his wife. This page has been static since I woke up and it's starting to get on my nerves. I grew up in Brazil. We have our results 2 hours after the polls close. I grew up in Russia. We have our results long before the polls even open. Choose 1 mask to wear and you gain all of the abilities from the character who wears it. Just to be sure, if I pick Batman's mask, do I become rich? No, you become an orphan. Friend posted this on Instagram. Thought you guys would enjoy it. Before and after. In only 6 weeks of drinking, Robert that lost $500. Would have been funnier to say he lost 500 pounds. I know Amazon drivers be like, damn, this house again? I work on an ambulance. The thought is the same. Gamers, collecting skins, and serial killers. There's no similarity between us and the gamers. Oh, there is. You're not serious in either fields. Damn, I bet she gets all the cousins. Why is 69 afraid of 70? Because they once had a fight in 71. Sorry guys. 70 is rumored cannibal, but no one can prove who's 78. Today, I got a package from Duolingo. I know where you live now. Remembering when I tried to help my friend and her boyfriend out in an argument and he said, I know neurodivergent isn't chiming in. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend for children to drink water instead of soda. That one doctor lives in Flint, Michigan. The 10th doctor? Dr. Pepper. When you tell a joke, but someone says it louder and everyone laughs. When you tell a joke, but someone says it louder and everyone laughs. I don't know how to describe it. Come on, get him. He wants to leave without paying. If you can explain this picture, you're a philosopher. The lesson here is that responsible people go to the gym and work out on treadmills and cycles instead of riding a bike down a road full of cars like an arrogant, attention-seeking a-hole. God, I hate cyclists. Your helmets make you look gay. Screw you. Why do so many murderers bury victims in their own backyards? Not everyone has the trunk space or gas money to drive outside into the middle of nowhere to dump bodies. Check your privilege. We're all doing the best we can out here. Turns out if you treat the deed like a rhythm game, it gets way more fun, like immediately. Rhythm guy, how was the deed? Their partner, it was great. The rhythm guy. Off topic, is it Batman's or Batman? Common misconception. A group of Batman is called an orphanage. Have you ever avoided taking an ambulance because you could not afford it? The ambulance is not your taxi to the hospital. What in the goddamn hell is it then? An ambulance is like a pizza delivery. If they're late, the delivery ends up cold. And free, because you're not alive. Why would the Grim Reaper need a scythe if he can kill people just by touching them? Because he is the Grim Reaper, and he needs a scythe to reap. Otherwise, he would be known as the Grim Toucher, and that might get him on a list. Mr. Beast says he wants to recreate the Hunger Games in real life, with the winner taking home $1 million. There are at least 3 books on why this is a bad idea. Give me a hard username. My name is Juan. 1,000 pounds. One more bite. What's the longest you've gone without wearing any clothes? About 9 months. 22 years now. Why do people give me such strange looks in public? How healthy or unhealthy is Panda Express? I'm talking about food items such as white rice, super greens, and broccoli beef. It can't be all that bad for you. It's so healthy. Me and my buddies love sharing one nice big serving of rice. We blindfold ourselves and use our tongues to explore the rice itself. It's like a maze, and if you accidentally rub against a friend's tongue, that's okay. We're all here to feast. Men of Reddit. How would you feel if your girl just grabbed you by the waist, lifted you up, and pushed you against the wall and gave you a kiss? I'd take my schizophrenia pills and cry myself to sleep. You're allowed to spray a man with Raid if he's under 5'11". Does this mean we can use elephant rifles on girls more than 200 pounds? Here we go. I mean, she started it. When our generation is old, we will still keep subconsciously be trying to keep our electronics from getting wet, even if everything is waterproof. This guy thinks that there will be water in the future. They're never gonna make a toaster waterproof. I don't care. Life hack. When cutting bagels, put your finger in the stabilization hole to keep it steady. Works only 10 times though. 11 times if you're brave enough. An extra feminine day. Put your farts in the bag. This is a robbery. Yeah, you could sell farts in a bag. People can sell bath water. Definitely that. Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind. I once saw you punch a Girl Scout because she didn't have any Thin Mints. Exactly. That was my battle, so be kind. If the Phillies don't make the playoffs this season, I'll do whatever the top comment says. Let a homeless guy get you pregnant. Liked by author. Did she do this? Wow, 400,000 likes on an Instagram comment. Woman goes viral after upgrading her face and getting BBLs. She just needs to add those red swirls. You might be indirectly responsible for someone's death and not even know it. Oh, I hope it wasn't that guy I stabbed or that guy I ran over. Why is Hermione trying to seduce Hagrid? I don't know. Why veterans aren't afraid of terrorists. If you live in Chicago, it's actually smart if you enroll into the military and get deployed, because the chances of your survival actually doubles. I love how Pikachu is so happy. He has the power to literally end everyone in the hot spring. And now why would Pikachu do that? Voice chat. All the male gamers and a girl gamer who said something in voice chat. Bro, I'm a male with a high-pitched voice and people have literally asked if they can screw me. Wasn't this person in their house? Literally America. They would have been fine if they were polar bears. What piece of pop culture has ruined your first name? My name is Karen. Do you really have to ask to see the manager? Joke's on them. I'm there to take a dump in the urinal. Lucid dreaming music. I dreamed about passing my test. I woke up the next day and passed my HIV test. Thank you. It's like 10 degrees outside. In Fahrenheit or Celsius. My 13-year-old son told told me that when he hits 99 pounds, he wants to eat 1 pound of nachos on his own so he can be 1% nacho. 99% your son, 1% nacho son. But what are the orange, green, and purple ones? Orange, you want to go outside? Purple, shushing noises. Green, do you want to call your mummy? There's a new guy at work starting called Wayne Bruce, and I said, my old nemesis man bat. Nobody got it here. I'm wasted here. Not all capes wear heroes. When I'm bored, I get wrapped up in a sleeping bag and slather butter all over myself and slide around the kitchen floor pretending I'm a slug. I showed this to my therapist and she's finally letting me do it. Your heartbeat is probably perfectly synchronized with someone else's, especially if you're dead. On r/labubu commenting, obvious counterfeit on every post, God's work, when you accidentally switch to the History Channel at 3 a.m. Nah, the Chinese would put the aliens to work in their gene factories. Guys be asking Bob or butt. Arms, I need a hug. Organs, I need money. I work at a theme park and we had similar codes for vomit and such. Never had one for ashes though. I have 2 requests for my family after I die. I want my remains to be scattered over Disneyland. I don't want to be cremated. Mum died of dementia. Grandma died. Dad died. Granddad died. Me, I'm in danger. Oh, don't worry. You'll forget eventually. My ex-boyfriend is now gay and my ex-girlfriend is now straight. They should hire you at conversion camps. What's something you always need to explain so people don't get you wrong? As a smoker, I have to tell people I smoke and that I don't have COVID when I cough. Relax, it's just lung cancer. It's not contagious. You ever just moan when you poop? No, can't say I do moan when I poop. I lost my job. Me too. Don't worry, you'll get a better job soon. I wish I could be like you. How are you so positive? Delusion. My neighbor is a 90-year-old with Alzheimer's. I see him every morning and he asks me if I've seen his wife. Every day I have to tell this poor man that his wife passed away 20 years ago. I could have moved to another house or even ignore his question, but the look of joy in his eyes whenever I answer him is worth the world. Or maybe he's just got a sick joke asking you this question over and over and over again. How dark is your humor? Me, at my boss's funeral, kneeling and whispering at the coffin. Who's thinking outside the box now, Steve? What do you think really happens after death? Your family fights for your belongings. My dad is a senior software engineer at Google. This is his work laptop. He takes it to company meetings. I've been told he has received many compliments. Marry him. Please don't, it's your father. I like sleep. I feel you, man. Sleep is like the free trial of death. Love that. Death, but with ads. What is the most inappropriate nickname you can give a toaster? Forbidden bath bomb. I'm dying. Then take the toaster out of the water. People whose jobs require them to enter someone else's house, such as plumbers and electricians. What was the weirdest thing you've seen at a customer's house? My wife. What is this? Wrong answers only. It's an old school Roomba. Pull the pin and it cleans everything in a 50-foot radius. Worse than a slave, and worse than a concubine. How about they kiss? My mother in 1991. Another day, another Redditor's mum pimp. Why would you post this? You know what you're doing, bro. You just want those upvotes. Selling your mum out for some Reddit karma. I don't think this is actually their mum. It waited for the sun to set, but the tree got there first. My nuts. If you hold a flashlight under them. Guy runs out of the store after doing the unthinkable. He did something on a girl's leg. Even though I'm giving no information, I'm sure you can assume what I'm trying to say. Women can't take a compliment these days. What is the best loophole that you've ever found? My brother once yelled, "Last one to jump into the pool is gay," and then jumped into the pool. However, I figured out that if I did not jump in, then technically he would be the last one in the pool. He is still gay to this day. Just got laid off. You look like you're about to flood Gotham. Questions and answers. How is the fishing there? Not allowed. This was for an aquarium. Otters show their babies when they're in danger to make the enemy feel mercy. Human shield. Grew up ugly. Glowed up but need some humbling. Tell me something I haven't heard of. With that amount of filler, Somalia would have had clean drinking water by now. You are suddenly teleported 10 feet to the left. How does that change your present situation? I would still be on top of your mum. Takes off my leather jacket to reveal a second, secret leather jacket underneath. You mean skin? Why am I experiencing muscle pain after anesthetic? They may have beaten you while you were unconscious. Ask for the CCTV footage and a good lawyer. Way to make someone paranoid, Steve. I'll make this easy on you. Simon Cowell fans, concerned by his appearance as they don't recognize him. What happened to him? Looks like someone hurt him and is wearing him as a suit. Ladies, stop doing the deed with men who aren't capable of your financial responsibilities. What is he bringing to the table? When you people tweet these things, please also state how much you charge. No one likes to DM for prices. Benjamin Evan Ainsworth has been cast as Link in the live-action Legend of Zelda. I hope they take proper safety precautions if they film any underwater scenes. It would be really tragic if Ben drowned. Girls when they see depressed girl. Girls when when they see depressed boy. That's because girls have real reasons to be depressed. Saturn was in the wrong place today, compared to boys. PP stuck on Pringles can. This is going to sound really stupid, but outlet plugs in other countries like Europe or South America, you have to have a special adapter if you want to plug in something. Here in the US, we don't have that problem. That person rotates the squares when playing Tetris. Pilot proposes to girlfriend mid-flight in heartwarming video. My co-pilot of love and life. Imagine watching him walk back to the cockpit if she said no. Because if she says no, she knows that he's going to crash the flight. E-girls who were trying to play Valorant together. Hopefully that scared them off. How do I shave my nuts? Sandpaper. What's the worst thing someone has ever done to you? I cheated on my ex. It was a one-time thing, whatever. And after he found out from a mutual friend, his response was to get with not one, not two, but all of my girls in my friend group over the course of a month. I'm no longer friends with them, and now I have trust issues for life. I'm not arguing with a grown man who weighs less than 200 pounds. Things fat people say. Nicole or Richard has been cheating, or they've been adopting. They're not telling us something. I have 22 petabytes of storage. How much did it cost you? One picture of your mother. This is hilarious. Kangaroo is ready on site, like, can't park here, mate. Ring finger goes white and numb when cold. Reddit's favorite diagnosis, divorce. Look at all the possibilities. Think about the money you could make. Do it. Put it on. Don't join the dark side. Someone's Galaxy Buds exploded in their ear, resulting in permanent hearing loss. The ultimate noise cancellation. My boyfriend got his side pregnant, but we love each other. Should I stay? Yes, they'll need a clown for the kids' birthday parties. What medieval castle toilets looked like. Imagine how loud the farts were. The sound bouncing off that stone chute. Some say they can still hear the echoes of farts long past. If you boil drinking water to kill germs, you're still drinking them. They're just dead. Yeah, murder and feast on their remains. What better way to deal with an enemy? Turns out we underestimated how many of you love Mexican pizza. 7 times more than we expected, to be exact. We are working as fast as we can to restock Mexican pizza ingredients. We'll need some time to replenish our supplies, but when it comes back, we promise it's here to stay. We'll be ready. My cat just got put down. I'm so depressed. Hi, so depressed. I'm dad. Oh, so if someone dresses up as a cowboy to buy Red Dead Redemption 2, it's fine. But if I drove my car into the store to buy Mario Kart 8, it's illegal and destructive. A bar of iron costs $5 to make. Made into horseshoes, it's worth $12. Made into needles, it's worth $3,500. Made into balance springs for watches, it's worth $300,000. Your own value is determined also by what you are able to make of yourself. Tearing yourself apart and selling bits to as many people as possible is the key to wealth. Got it. Players will be able to talk to their human shields in Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Shut up and catch these bullets, bro. Explanation. The only old music you've heard is good music, unless you've done extensive research to see what stuff was being released during a certain period of time. While nowadays you're forced to hear everything that's being released since you're surrounded by social media and radio and whatever. My first thought was that the younger generation is hurting themselves, so the people who would like the new music aren't around to give their opinions. But yeah, yours make more sense. Sky Cruise is a concept for a nuclear-powered sky hotel. It can house over 5,000 guests. What if we combined the Titanic with the Hindenburg?